Some men are willing to go to any extent just to make sure that they have their way with a woman. They even say these things to lure the woman into bed with them. Today on Get It Right, I'm going to share with you some things that men say just to make sure that they can get into a woman's pants. Please note, it is not all men who say these things, but truth be told that some of them indulge and say one or two things at least. On Get It Right Plus, we'll take a look at some amazing places you probably never knew existed. Please share the video. I am Yaki and I hope you enjoy this episode. So the first thing on my list is I am single. Men say this to women just to make sure that they give the women hope of a relationship, to make the women think that something is going to kickstart with them. Meanwhile, some of them are married. Some married men go to the extent of removing their rings and act like they are not married. And those who are in a serious relationship claim to be single just to make sure they can get into a lady's bed. Now, those who do not say that they are single, these ones come off as they are honest. They tell you that they are in a relationship, but then they don't want to go straight to the point to say that they want to make you their side chick. So they end up telling you things like, oh, my girlfriend doesn't do this for me, but I like when you do it for me. My girlfriend is not as pretty as you, but you are so beautiful. My girlfriend does this, she talks so much, but you're not that. When being nice doesn't work out for some of them, they become arrogant. You hear them saying things like, so what do you think? What is it? What's so special about you? What is it exactly that makes you feel like you can just turn down any man? They say these things and hurtful things just to see if they can hurt the self-esteem or the confidence of the woman in question so that they can do as they are told. Some men say that their parents are rich, or they say they are rich. They come off as big boys because they know when they mention money, heads will roll. And so women who doesn't love good things anyway. So they fall for this men. Sometimes they might take the woman to their friend's home who is rich, and when they get there, they act like they are the owners of the houses. They can even hire cars or take their friends' cars and pick these women up. They show this flamboyant lifestyle that they have the cash. Meanwhile, they have absolutely nothing. Some of these men say you are too good for me. This one is quite tricky. They try to guilt trip the lady into believing that the men have low self-esteem. And so they try to make it look like the lady is looking down on them, or as if the lady is richer than they are or more intelligent, and so they are not up to her standard. They say this in order to make the lady feel guilty, and so some women fall for this and then they end up sleeping with the men. Some of them say that they are extremely good in bed. And so what should we do about that? You see, when you are chatting with some of these men, they can even go to the extent of sending you a picture, whether downloaded from the internet or it's actually the real thing. They just send it and pop, you see it on your screen and you're like, what? And so they try to show you this to make you feel, okay, I can actually do it. This is the size, I am this large. And some women fall for this. This one is a little bit funny, but not really. Some of these men can say, we are just going to cuddle, we won't even do anything. You hear them say, okay, just the tip, oh, no way, it won't take time. I'm just going to play around it. And before you know it, you get caught up in the moment and wham, that's it. So please, watch out. The last sign is that they might come up with, let's watch some movies. And then you see them putting movies with probably pornographic scenes. And then they start touching, and before you know it, meanwhile, they acted like they don't even need any action at all. That's all. So now let's go to Get It Right Plus, where we take a look at some amazing places you probably never knew existed. Hello and welcome to Get It Right Plus. Australia's famous pink Lake Hillier is a sight to behold. Discovered in 1802 by a Royal Navy explorer, the cause of the pink color is said to be specific microorganisms that make Lake Hillier their home. Sand is probably the very first thing that comes to your mind when thinking about a beach. However, this is not the case with the Panjin Red Beach in China, which is actually red and not covered in sand at all. Such phenomena is caused by a specific type of seaweed. These are pictures of the gardens of Hitachi Seaside Park, a public park in Japan. This park covers an area of 190 hectares, and the park features blooming flowers of different colors in the different parts of the park around the year. These ice caves are located inside the Mendenhall Glacier of Alaska. Access is pretty dependent on things like time of the year, movement of the glacier, etc. The incredibly colorful Rainbow Mountains are part of a landform park in Gansu, China. The Rainbow Mountains are the result of mineral deposits and red sandstone from over 24 million years ago. Carrera Lake, located on the border of Chile and Argentina, is one of the most beautiful places of our planet. These caves attract a lot of tourists from the different corners of the globe. This is a new tourist attraction that thrills visitors with a visit to a natural underground river and the limestone cavern system that it winds through. Long considered a sacred spot and final resting place for departed souls, the multicolored lakes of the Kilimutu volcano are among the most incredible wonders of the world. The Waitemo Glowworm Caves attraction is a cave at Waitemo on the North Island of New Zealand, known for its population of glowworms. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please share it so that some other people can get to watch as well. This program comes your way every Friday, so please like my Facebook page, follow my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can stay updated with future episodes every Friday. Please come check me out so that you know the new video that I have for you on that day.